So this is my desk. Here's where I would normally insert words like ultimate, minimal, efficient, 194% more productive, and other fancy buzzwords and facts that will make you believe I am more productive than I actually am. At the end of the day, this is where I work, and I figured I'd show you the tools that add value to my workflow. All right guys, so welcome to my desk. I sit here a lot. I got a lot of work done here and I just love how it looks. Genuinely, I'm so stoked on the aesthetic. It took a long time to get here, but it puts me in the best mood to work. So let's start the tour off with the most important part of a desk tour, which is the desk itself. This is the Jarvis Standing Desk from Fully. We've worked with Fully for a really long time, but this is the most adult looking version of this table that I've ever had. It looks so good with the walnut hardtop. I just love the look of it. It's great for photography and flat lays, and just puts me in a very adult mood. Adult mood, getting work done, that's what that means. It is a standing desk. I actually do use that function. Truthfully though, at the end of the day, I probably sit about 80% of the time and stand 20% of the time. I should probably try to switch that around. You're supposed to stand more than you sit, but such is life, but at least I have that feature. Now this is on wheels, which is really important for this YouTube studio setup. It means that we can move this table anywhere, get it out of the way if we need to, if we're shooting with this backdrop, or we can actually put this table in different spots to get better angles. Now the best part about this table in my opinion is the power grommets. Now we have AC power, we have USB power, and we have USB-C power. Everything in filmmaking works off of like LiPos and charges with like USB-C cables now. So having the ability to quickly charge things, I have 2 of them. Those are like huge assets for my workflow. All right, so let's talk about the chair that I'm sitting in currently. This is the Capisco chair from Fully. Now I will call out the fact that you've seen this in every single one of my like office tours or desk tour videos. I think that's an important fact because it's stood the test of time, or at least for the last 3 years. I've been using this chair. I absolutely love it for a few reasons. I'll go through them very quickly. It goes really high. I'm having way too much fun over here. I can sit in it in a lot of different ways. I'm such an antsy person, so when we're like doing creative stuff, I can sit like this. And the last thing, it has ergonomically designed.
It is ergonomically correct.
It's ergonomically set up so that it opens up your hip flexors and lowers the pressure on your back. So if you hunch over a lot while you're working, this might minimize that by a bit. Probably you should just stretch, but maybe the chair helps a bit. Okay, so let's talk about the items that are actually on top of my desk here. We're gonna start from this side and move across the desk. So starting with this candle here in the background. This is a concrete candle that I got in a pack from Costco, and it smells relaxing. I wanna work more. I like having a candle on my desk because it just helps set the mood, kind of puts me in a more relaxed state because work is generally kind of stressful. So if I can lower that just by a bit, the candle helps. Plus it was concrete and that looked good on the desk. So aesthetics matched with like vibes. Okay, so moving along the desk, we have the iPad 11 Pro and the Apple Pencil. This was too expensive. It works great though, and we use it a lot, but too expensive. Shame on you for making great products that are too expensive. Now you might have noticed that the iPad 11 Pro is in a case here. Now this is the Combo Touch from Logitech, and Logitech was kind enough to sponsor the overview of my desk. So let me tell you a little bit about this case and why it fits so nicely into my creative workflow. Now there's 4 different ways that you can use this. There's sketch, type, read, and view mode. Now let's talk about view mode because this is the most used in terms of my workflow. Now it has a kickstand at the back so I can tilt it to whichever angle I want, but I mostly put this beside my iMac here and then sidecar it so I have a second screen. Now usually I just keep apps like Spotify down there or my notes app so that I can refer to my notes while I'm working on an edit or editing photos. So the next mode is sketch mode. Now my editor Lucas uses this mode the most when he's working in Procreate to design all the titles for our YouTube videos. He also designs amazing stickers. Like look how dope those are. If you guys want to support Lucas, I'll link his sticker packs below. So the next mode is type mode. Now, one of the big things I've been taking on this year is script writing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've been doing a lot of comedy sketches. We've been doing a lot of scripted pieces. So we're actually typing and fleshing out scripts. So what I'll do is I take this laptop-like keyboard right here and I just attach it to the Combo Touch. Ooh, did you hear that? Wait, that's nice. I like this. Imagine it's a laptop-like keyboard. It's literally because you have a trackpad down here. You have shortcut keys, which are so useful. And then the last mode here is read mode. So just flip this around, boom, you can use it like a normal iPad, and I can just sit and read the news in the morning, or I like to use an app called Headway, which is a book summary app, so it just makes it a bit more comfortable when I'm in read mode. The best part about this is that it's literally half the price of the Apple made one and way better quality. So for all the Apple iPad creators out there, I approve this accessory. If you guys want to learn more about it, links are in the description. Now moving along here, this is the latest iMac from Apple with the M1 chip. Now I primarily use this for all my content creation that isn't long form videos. So we're talking TikToks, Reels, photo editing, as well as like a lot of admin and email and communication, that kind of stuff here. One of the things that's really nice is Adobe recently updated a few of their apps to be optimized for M1, so we're starting to see better performance there. So for a machine that's pretty accessible, it can do quite a lot. Okay, so moving on to the computer peripherals here, we got the MX keys, it's a great keyboard, and then we got the MX Master 3 mouse for Mac. It's got a few shortcuts here, which is really nice. It's also ergonomically correct for my hand. And my favorite feature about this mouse is that the charging port is at the front. Apple, take notes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you might have noticed this right here. This is a secret project that I'm working on right now. I can't tell you too much about it yet, but if you want to be the first to know about it when I launch it in the next couple months, sign up for the newsletter. There's also free digital assets down there, but you'll be the first to know about unlock cards. I don't know why I'm adding sound effects. I've been working on this for 9 months, really excited about it. All right, I have an actual pen on my desk. This is a pen and pen holder from Grovemade. I really like this pen. It's super high quality. It's matte black. It looks really aesthetic on this desk. It's got a nice weight to it, and also the ballpoint specifically just writes really nicely. But most importantly, it's got flat edges on it, so it doesn't roll off of your desk. So moving along, we got the checklist here from Ugmonk. I love this. Just going old school analog is one of the best ways for me to actually prioritize what I need to get done. I tried all the other apps, like you know how the built-in apps and you can just keep writing things down. What always happened is one, I would get distracted, and number two, I just kept adding to my list, like a forever checklist that was never organized. So what I do now is I take one of these out, it's my today to-do list, and essentially I write down my top 3 things, and then if I have a few other things I'd like to get done, I'll write them below here, but there's only one task today, is shoot the desk video. That's why it's right at the top there. This has actually worked for me. So moving along here, I have a watch stand. The main reason for this is when you wear a watch with a metal bracelet, it's very easy to scratch your desk. This is an expensive, nice desk. I'd like to keep it for a really long time and not damage it. So I bought a watch stand to hold this watch so I don't damage the watch or the desk. And I think it looks fancy. And then this over here is literally my journal. This was made by a fan of mine, a friend of mine now. His name's Russel Harrison. He made this for me and it's really good quality. I love it so much. If you guys want to check out Russ's stuff, I'll link his Instagram page below. Don't know if it's fully launched, but maybe shoot him a DM if you're interested in a nice leather cover for your journal. I think journals are like one of the best things that you can incorporate into your life. It literally only takes 5 to 10 minutes every morning, and it can actually just change a lot for you. I think reflecting on where you're at in your life, reflecting on your career, reflecting on mistakes that were made, you can learn from that and it will actually change you as a person. So highly recommend morning journals. And then attached to the edge of my desk here is the edge light from Lume. This thing is beautifully diffused light. You can change the brightness of it. You can change the color temperature of it. So if you want more of like a warmer color while you're working at night. The main reason why I keep this, other than the fact that I'm using it as a fill light right now, is that I use it for my FaceTime calls. I do a lot of business calls and I just want my image to look a bit better. So that diffused light looks really, really good. And I mentioned that the best part about this desk was the power grommets. If you guys don't have power grommets on your desk, this thing literally has built-in charging for USB and USB-C. So it essentially becomes a power grommet and a light, which is really nice. All right, I will link all the items that are mentioned in this video in the links below. Thanks again, Logitech, for sponsoring this video. If you guys like this video, please press like. It actually makes a difference. Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for future videos, and we'll most definitely catch you guys in the next one. But I have a message for you right now. Listen closely. Listen. You probably haven't drank water today, and you should. So go and get yourself a glass. You deserve it. Right, there's a straw. I went like this, and it works better if I just go. It's not as cool to sip it like this. I want to be like, and get yourself a glass of water. And then it doesn't work because it has a built-in straw. I like this water bottle, but in this moment, it seems not so great. Thanks for watching this video. I love you. Let's all go into the comment section and just hang out and talk. I'll meet you there.